So with the collar strategy, it's one of the most conservative type of strategies. It takes two basic strategies, the buying of a put, the selling of a call, to put it together, and you create a collar when you add the shares to it, which is basic, right? When you're buying shares, it's just straight out basic. That's how most people start. It's just buying shares. Well, you take all of those three basic strategies to make up a third type of, or another type of basic strategy, which is the collar strategy. The collar strategy gives you a limit to how much you can lose to the downside, and it gives you a limit to how much you can make to the upside. Let's talk about the pillar three of the basics of options, everyone. We consider that it's only three pillars to the basics of options that you have to master. The basics of options is the foundation of options trading. And if you're weak on the basis of options, you're going to continue to have issues throughout your trading career with options because that's your foundation. You don't want to build something on a weak foundation. Kind of makes me think about the kind of story of the three pigs, right? In my opinion, the basis of options is that kind of a concept of building your house correctly. You want to build it solidly, and you do that by understanding the three pillars. The first pillar is understanding what is the call and the put and what's happening when you buy, sells, and calls, buy and sell calls and puts and the rights and obligations. The second pillar is understanding the option chain. That's where you buy and sell the actual calls and puts and understand your probabilities through deltas. And then the third pillar, which we're going to talk about, is understanding basic option strategies. Because if you understand the basic option strategy, you'll be able to understand all the different exotic things that people come up with out there. Because you'll learn that they're just deviations from the basic option strategies. Because this call is based on the witching hour, let's kind of do it through the lens somewhat of the safeguard strategy. With the safeguard strategy, we would normally start off, or we can start off with selling a cash secured put. So let's just say we're going to sell this put here at the 676 and collect about $771. Well, this cash secured put is a basic strategy. It's selling a put and being willing to take ownership of the shares at the 676 and having a cost basis of 668. And that's your cost basis. That's the strike. 668 is your cost basis because you take that 676 minus the credit that you receive. That's going to be your cost basis. This is considered a basic strategy. When you sell a cash secured put or a naked put, you have an obligation to purchase the shares at the strike price. Once again, the strike price is the 676. That's a basic strategy you have to understand. If we come over here and we sell a call, let's say a naked call, let's say we sold it at this 693 strike. Well, this right here is also a basic strategy. We like to say here at Dorian Trader, it's a basic strategy with advanced risk, but it's a basic strategy. When you sell a call, you have an obligation to sell the shares at the strike price. Okay? You technically have unlimited risk to the upside when you sell a naked call. Before we continue with the video, I just want to quickly point out, if you need any additional help, please consider joining our trading club. You can do that by clicking on the link in the description area, and you'll get a 3-month trial for a flat fee of $60. We look forward to seeing you in the trading club. Back to the video. And it's just a basic strategy. Now, this is kind of one of the ways you put together you take a basic strategy and make another basic strategy. So let's just say we sold the put again. Well, this right here is considered a strangle. It's selling a call and it's selling a put. The put, you have an obligation to purchase shares. The call, you have an obligation to sell shares. It's two basic strategies put together to make up a third basic strategy, which is called a strangle. When you do a strangle, you want it to stay in between your short strikes. You have the short strike here at the 676 put, and you have the short strike at the 693 call here. If it stays in this area, this is your win zone. If it goes down too much, you can lose in this area, and you got risk all the way to zero. If it goes up too much, you can lose in this area, and you technically have unlimited risk to the upside because of that naked call. Once again, this is a basic strategy with advanced risk, just like the naked call. Now, if we decided to take some of these trades, and I just say we decided to add some shares to the naked call that we sold, then this becomes what is called a covered call. It's no longer naked. This call is covered because you have 100 shares. This is one of the trades inside of the safeguard strategy. That cash secured put is one. This covered call is another. So if we take this covered call, we can make monies. If it jumps up all the way to the 693, we receive a credit by selling this call at about 685 here. and we still have risk all the way to zero, but we don't have our max loss risk is not infinity anymore. It's not unlimited anymore because the call that you sold is covered now. You still have an obligation to sell shares at the 693 strike price, just like with that naked call. But in this case, you already have the shares. You don't have to go into the open market and buy the shares, which can potentially be at a higher strike price or a higher level. And then you have to sell at a lower level. In this case, you already have the shares, so you don't have to worry about losing any monies if the stock goes up. And because it's a cover call. This is one of the basic strategies that a lot of people start with when they learn how to use options, because they learn to marry the cover call against their 100 shares, or at least they have at least 100 shares to marry that call to. Another basic strategy that you want to understand is the buying of a put. Right? So if I buy this put here, buying of a put gives me a right to sell at a strike price. Right? When I buy a put, the most I can lose is the money I paid to buy the put, and I have a right to sell at a strike price, in this case, 682. I do not have an obligation. I can exercise my right, but I don't have the obligation to exercise my right. If you buy a put, you want it to go down because you have the right to sell. You want to sell it at something lower than your strike price, actually significantly lower than your strike price. If you hold to expiration, you want it to overcome your cost of the put. If we flip this and put this on the call side, and I say we buy a call. Well, if you buy a call, this is a bullish strategy, and you also have a right, but not an obligation. In this case, your right is the right to purchase the shares at the 688 strike, but not the obligation. Once again, you have the right to, but not the obligation. And so you can decide to do it, or you can decide not to do it, but you do have the right. And so if you're the buyer of the call, you have a right to purchase at a strike price. And as we talked about a second, if you're the buyer of the put, you have the right to sell at a strike price. So sometimes we will take some of these and do something like this. So let's say, for example, we did the covered call. We sometimes will do the covered call and we'll buy a put. And so in this example, let's say we just bought the put down here. Well, this turns it into what is called a collar strategy. When you have 100 shares, and then you buy a put, which gives you a right to sell. You sell a call, which gives you the obligation to sell the shares, right? You got an obligation here. But with this, you can make all the way up to the 691. That's where you stop winning, but you do have the ability to make all the way up to the 691 on the call side. You stop losing on this collar strategy at the 672. So you no longer have risk all the way to zero. Your risk is capped. As you can see down here, the risk is capped just under 1,300 here. And your max profit is capped just above 600 here. So with the collar strategy, it's one of the most conservative type of strategies. It takes two basic strategies, the buying of a put, the selling of a call, to put it together, and you create a collar when you add the shares to it, which is basic, right? When you're buying shares, it's just straight out basic. That's how most people start. It's just buying shares. Well, you take all of those three basic strategies to make up a third type of, or another type of basic strategy, which is the collar strategy. The collar strategy gives you a limit to how much you can lose to the downside, and it gives you a limit to how much you can make to the upside. All right, so another way that you can use these basic type of strategies is to turn this into what we call a bionic bull. So for example, we can sell the put, which is a basic strategy, what we just talked about, that gives us the obligation to buy at the 682. And then what we can do is buy a call. And so when you buy a call, it gives you the right to purchase at the 692 on this call side here. So we have a right, it's a basic strategy, and we have an obligation, which is a basic strategy. We marry these two together, and here at the Dorian Trader, we call this a bionic bull. And the selling of a put is bullish, and the buying of a call is bullish. So we double that up. We call it a bionic bull. And so in this example, you have unlimited upside potential. You have a cost basis of about the 680 strike, and you have risk all the way to zero because this is just like a cash secured put, but you're just marrying a call to it. You have unlimited potential to the upside because you buy a call. When you buy a call, you have technically unlimited potential to the upside. This is the type of trade that we have when we're doing this bionic bull. We can also break it down and do what is called a modified bionic bull. We can sell that put still, and then we can decide to buy this call here, for example. So this is just taking, once again, it's taking basic strategies and putting it together to make another basic type of strategy. In this example here, this is a call spread. This is a 8-point wide call spread. So each point equals $100. So you got 8 times 100. So this spread is worth $800. Because it's a call spread and we bought this one, we have a right here, we have an obligation. So on the call side, the right supersedes the obligation. So if it jumps all the way up and it goes past the 698 at expiration, we can make $100 there. We have an obligation on the put side, but if it stays above the 682, we don't have to worry about exercising or living up to that obligation. But in this case, we receive some monies. So in this example here, we're collecting about $460, and we can make an additional we can make additional 800, which is basically putting us around that 1266 here. That's where they get that max profit at. We still have risk all the way to zero with this modified Bionic bull, but this is a basic strategy that we've put two together to make one basic strategy. So these are all kind of strategies that we do have Dorian Trader with the safeguard strategy. We take basic strategies and kind of put them together. You have the cash secured put, you have the covered call, you have the collar, and you have the Bionic bull to make up these kind of basic strategies. And once you understand these, you'll be able to understand all the different kind of deviations and exotic things people come up with. Because once again, you guys, it's just a deviation from the basic strategy. So it's important that you master that pillar, that third pillar of the basics of options.